10 seconds. Which is so laggy for me. You there, Farrell?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Are we live?
Yep, looks like the race just started. Everybody's starting off in series now, and I actually am going to go ahead and go back to the Twitch player.
I'm just gonna get the speed gaming chat up.
Okay.
Alright, here we go in series.
Pretty standard start, weaving through all the platforms, arm pumping. If this is anybody's first time seeing a Super Metroid run, you might be wondering why Samus's gun is flailing wildly through the air. Well, that's because every time Samus changes positions between aim up, aim forward, or aim down, she moves forward 1 pixel. So can save almost a minute over the course of a run, possibly more since this is a 100% run. So it's a little longer, but
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I think it's less than a minute, but it's quite significant, and it's more for 100% than any percent.
Obviously, the longer you're doing it, the more time it adds up to overall.
So you want to take damage from Ridley's tail here for maximum damage. Get yourself down. And the key to a good series time is all in the movement and the ledge grabs.
And the steam. Don't get hit by steam.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't always have control over that, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, and unfortunately, good steam luck is quite rare, especially in the stair room.
Yeah, see now, Jake actually got a little stuck by the steam, whereas Lexo got a nice damage boost off one of the stealing seams, so he pulled
Pretty close between
slightly
them
ahead
both.
there. Well, actually, on my screen, Lexo's a little ahead, so they probably got out at right about the same time.
45 and 44 are both really good for races.
I just realized I had the Speedruns live chat room open, not the speed gaming one.
I mean, after you've done the intro for hundreds of times, it becomes second nature. Go down, collect bombs, get the missiles.
Especially if you're one of the top runners that resets in the intro. Yeah. Like, takes them about 3 or 4 tries just to get out of the space station.
I'm one of the heavy resetters too. I reset an awful lot. So. Not quite as much as Oats and Goats, but I'm up there.
I tend to only get in 1 run every day or every other day, so I'm not going to reset it. There's a couple strategies in this old mother brain room. Looks like we got 2 pits. We have 2 pits from Lexo, whereas Jake only fell in 1. But Jake fell into a pit and then kind of crashed into the wall and stood there for a second.
Do we know if these guys are running console or emulator? Because on emulator, I find it really hard to do pitless, but on console, it's not too difficult.
Yeah, the pit. I found when I used to run on emulator, ledge grabs were really difficult. Once I moved to console, the ledge grabs became easier. But
yeah,
I'm still not good at ledge grabs, and I just jump across the broken Zebetite. It's a little too. So Lexo has said that he is on emulator. He mentioned that earlier when we were talking about his stream audio. I believe Jake may be on console. I'm not sure.
It says in chat, yeah, console for me. The console gives him a slight advantage with less input lag. We might see slightly better. The little details in the movement are really hard to get on emulator compared to console.
Both of the runners have their splits up, and it looks like Lexo's personal best, according to his splits, is 125.48, whereas Jake's is 124.25. So less than a minute and a half separating these 2 runners. Should be a really close race.
Yeah, nice and close to begin with as well here.
Yeah,
they're both entering the climb at pretty much the same time.
Yeah, this is one of the first difficult sections to learn how to do really well.
Yeah, definitely. Both going for the climb method rather than the ledge grab method.
Pretty much neck and neck right now. Okay, we're coming up. We're going to have the first mini-boss after picking up the bomb expansion. It'll be Bomb Terizo. One of the keys to defeating Bomb Terizo fast is to make sure you go in with full health so that he'll drop missiles for you.
And like you say, their PBs are only a minute apart, so there should be a close race throughout.
Yeah. See if any of them gets the Bomb Terizo skip. Oh, so close. Lexo almost got it. He'll have to fight the boss now. Jake getting halfway to the door and realizing that he wasn't going to make it, so he just stopped to practice his bomb jumps.
So here you want to shoot 5 shots and then hope for good missile drops. Both of them getting good missile drops. And then you want to space out your missiles.
Oh, he did not. Jake did not do quite perfectly. What you want to do, you can skip that face melting off animation as long as you shoot him with any number of pea shooter shots divisible by 5. They each do 20 damage. So basically, when he falls below 100 health, his face will fall off. If he if you shoot him with a missile at 100 health, then he'll just die and end the fight immediately rather than doing the face melting off. So you want to have him at exactly 100 health and shoot him with a missile.
Yeah.
Still have less than a room apart.
An item fanfare between them at the moment.
Okay.
Both tanking the damage down here.
Lexo getting through Mushroom Kingdom very well.
Sometimes if you're a new route runner, it's easy to go into autopilot there and end up killing the pirates. Same happens at charge missiles. Sometimes you can just accidentally grab them.
We have to get him eventually anyway.
Yeah. And it's not so bad getting them early.
Good mock ball from Lexo. This allows him to get super missiles early and not fight Spore Spawn, whoever the heck that is. I've never actually seen him. He's just a myth as far as I know. Very nice damage boost off the super missile zoomer.
Going to collect a few items here, and then we'll come up to the first hard trick of the game, which is the reverse mock ball here.
Jake with a little bounce there. He wanted to roll into that pipe with all of his dash speed, but accidentally missed a mock ball there and did a little bounce.
Nice room if you're a fan of item fanfare.
Fan of John Cena.
I missed that race.
It was good for like the first 5 item fanfares. I'm looking forward to seeing with Jay. Oh,
this evens them up.
It does, and it's actually going to be a little faster. Oh, never mind.
Oh, he falls down.
Yeah, Jake had the fast grumbles and was able to jump back up, but then he fell back down. So, kind of lost a little bit of the advantage that he was going to get there, but he does catch up a little bit by getting the reverse mock ball. That flies nice to farms. Do it just right, you can actually pick up that drop. Sometimes they'll drop health, sometimes they'll drop a missile. If you do it right, you can pick it up without actually losing any time since you're waiting for your bombs to explode.
Yeah, and sometimes it can drop nothing, which happens quite frequently.
Okay, there we go. The runners just passed by the charge missile pack there, but don't worry, they'll be in this room once again and they'll get it on their way out. Pick it up while the bomb's blowing up. Same thing with the tube missiles coming up.
Look at the sink.
Oh, it looks like Jake's gonna get a little bit ahead there. So you got a nice slinky strat. Looks like he was going for a damage boost on that fly, but he didn't quite cooperate.
I'm liking this race. Getting into Red Tower now. We're going to see them both go down.
Oh, we might actually have different routes from the runners as well. So it's going to make it, once they get to north here, it's going to make it a little difficult to determine who's ahead.
Oh, Jake falling in the water there.
For that, we're gonna have to go to crate and get Various suit.
And you see them jump into this door. That actually stops the transition. Minor detail. Yeah. You have a really bad transition if you run into that, so a lot of runners jump into that door to prevent the transition.
Oh, to line the screen up before you go in?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things about Super Metroid is it's optimized to the point. I mean, it's not that it's optimized quite yet, but we like the speedrunning community has gotten it to the point where they're cutting off frames by the angle that they approach doors, and because if you notice, anytime a runner goes through a door, the screen has to pan over so that the door is centered before it moves them into the next room. So if you can get the door to the center of the screen with Samus's motion, because it's faster than the screen panning motion, then you actually save some time here and there. Another big example of that is coming out of the speed booster when they jump through the door transition. It looks like
missing mini cred there. A mini cred actually does a lot of damage. I think it's 100 damage.
He should still be fine. As long as he gets a crate quick kill, he won't get health bombed by crate here. But it looks like he was going to go for the 4 super missile method, which is why he chose to shoot 2 small missiles at mini crate rather than a super missile and kill him in one hit. Wow, the sync on crate raising up. Yep. Oh, Jake getting both getting the quick kill. Very nice, but Jake doing the slightly faster method of crate quick kill.
It also saves a super.
So if anyone was doubting that the 2 missiles and 3 supers method of the crate quick kill was faster, there's your proof.
And you'll see again he morphs into that door, does Jake. That again increases the... It makes the room load faster, reduces the transition. All these little details, like it's a few frames per door, but then it adds up if you do it to every door in the run.
And jumping through that door outside of the mini crate room, that prevents the key hunters in the attic from ruining your day when you try to blast through that hole.
Yeah.
Both
it took
runners...
me the longest time to figure that out.
I think it was Golden's tutorial where I first learned that.
I never watched Golden's. I think I was doing it for months, just running into that door thinking, why are they always there?
Funny. The both players opting to get the crate E-Tank now, nobody going for the Benko method of getting it as a refill later on. Which would also have the advantage of ensuring you don't forget the missile pack in there when you come back with power bombs. But I think I'm actually going to steal Benko's little trick there, because I always end up needing a refill after fighting Crocomire, and that's somewhere you have to go eventually anyway, so it's probably...
Yeah, I don't think it would work for New Route, because you need the energy up to Phantoon. Or do you mean you get it after Norfair?
Well, it wouldn't work for New Route, because you won't have power bombs.
Oh.
In old Route, so in what we're talking about is in New Route, which is you'll see on the left. Is Jake on the left on the restream? I'm not sure.
Yes, he is.
I don't have the restream up right now. So Jake's on the left there. He's doing the new route. So what he's going to do is after Wave Beam, he's going to go back and get Ice Beam and then go up to Wreck Ship. Whereas Lexo, who I believe is doing the old route, after Speed Booster is going to go directly to Crocomire and get Grapple Beam. And the reason for the change, why they changed it to the new route, is because when you have all of your items, the Crocomire area goes a lot faster, and you end up saving about 20 seconds if you perform all of the tricks correctly first try. But so what Benko did in his race the other day was, it might have even been, it was yesterday actually. What Benko did was, after getting the Grapple Beam, he went into Kraid's area. Since he has the Power Bomb pack from the Crocomire area, he can go get the Kraid missiles at that point, and then get the Kraid E-Tank. So it's a free refill on his way back to Wreck Ship, which I thought was really clever.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never considered that.
Yeah, both runners still in the same room at the same time.
Every small mistake. Oh, and he falls down Bubble Mountain. Every mistake here is going to make a difference.
Yep, and Lexi actually did a couple of safety strats to get up Bubble Mountain, which definitely paid off for him there. First of all, he opened the door to the save room, which gives him a little bit more running space to get up there. And second of all, he holds a charge shot so that he can pseudo screw in case the final boss, Spiky Watermelon, Cack Attack at the top, tries to shoot him down. So definitely the safety strat's paying off for him in Bubble Mountain.
Not forgetting these speed missiles.
Oh, my first... That was the item I forgot, my first 99% run. And I never forgot it since.
I think mine was Crab Supers.
Oh.
So we'll see how much they choose to farm here. If they're doing the older route and going to Crocomire, they probably won't farm much here.
Just real quick, if you watch Jake right now, you're going to see the door transition optimization, I'm assuming. Oh, no, he actually runs through the door.
Well, that allows him to kill the bugs with Speed Booster. So.
Yeah, that makes the farming a little bit easier, but I think it's still technically faster. Did he get... Oh, he filled up his super missiles. Wow, very, very nice drops. He has the luxury
to reduce lag there.
Oh, I always wondered why they killed those guys.
Yeah, it's all about the lag. When you kill more enemies than you need to, usually.
Right. Those enemies never get in my way, so I never bothered to kill them.
So we're probably going to come up to a deviancing route then.
Yep.
If one of them's doing an old, one's doing new.
Yep, Jake on the left should be heading right to Ice Beam.
So I believe it's about 20 seconds difference between them, I'm told.
So if Lexo goes down in this next room and through the blue gate, then we'll know he's doing the old route. Oh, there he goes.
And Jake comes over. So the difference is time is you have to kill Crocomire. Well, Lexo now has to kill Crocomire. Jake will have plasma when he gets there, so he won't. He'll just one-shot him.
Incidentally, when Jake does get up to Crocomire, anybody who's prone to seizures should probably look away.
Yeah. And we're going to see Jake collect ice now, so he can use that for the ice clip in Meridia. Unmorphs a little too early there. Falls in the lava, or acid. No big deal.
I've noticed this recently in the first mouth opening that Crocomire does. He only takes a step back no matter what you hit him with. Does he make that up? Does he make that up on the next round, or do you just want to basically hit him with one missile?
Yeah, he makes it up. The first one is always just, is it 2 steps?
Oh, but he still tracks
his... with.
Does he still track his damage and he moves back to full amount on the next round?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Let's see if we get an ice escape here from Jake.
It looked like a small run. Still makes it.
Got it. Easy every time. Okay, and yes, so routes will converge when both runners take the elevator back to Brinstar after Lower Norfair. But at that point, there might still be a slight difference if Jake happens to have the Spike Flash Suit, because that'll get him through the X-ray area faster.
Going for Alpha Spark here.
But, yeah. Oh, he's got it. He had to take an extra shot because he had the Ice Beam, but still made it. And Lexo being the first one to grab some power bombs here.
Health can be quite important at this point, so some runners choose not to go for Alpha Spark to save the health.
Yeah, looks like Jake's... Wow! He just showed those Ninja Turtles who was boss there. That was impressive. Freezing the top Ninja Turtle and landing on him and getting up there. That was... Jake tells us there will be no spark suit.
I've never ever gotten it. The one trick that's eluded me. I've had tutorials, like personal tutorials done by a couple of people, and I still can't do it.
It's a cheeky little morph ball to start getting through that wall on the left side before it was completely destroyed.
Lexo now collecting grapple.
Let's see what did he collect the missiles yet in the pantry?
I saw him jump up. I don't know if he collected them. Usually you collect them after, though.
It depends what strat you're comfortable with. It looks like he already collected them, otherwise he would have laid a power bomb there, so. Unless he's forgotten them, which I hope not, but you did say you saw him jump up there.
I saw him jump up. I didn't see him collect them, but I saw him jump up, so. I assume it's slower getting them first.
It's slower getting them
after, so.
first, but if he gets that nice mock ball coming out of grapple beam, I think that takes up a little bit of the time.
Yeah.
Going for
more consistent.
It looks like he's gonna farm here. He's about to hit wreck ship, and you always want to have health to fight Phantom.
Interesting place to farm.
Yeah, I would have chosen this next room actually with the
me too.
The moving platform. Well, maybe he's just gonna do both. So if he's short one super missile, which he can get for free from the cack attack in the next room. A little low on energy, but he does have one extra energy tank. Oh, it looks like Jake nearly missing Ocean Fly.
Getting the supers there. Using to run forward there to conserve a bit of health.
Jake going for X Factor against Toon. At 146 energy, I didn't see what his reserves were at.
No, I missed it. Collecting the and the ghost trolling there. Collect these missiles first, and these spikes don't damage you when the wreck ship isn't active. So
yeah, they're just vestigial spikes at this point until you kill Phantom.
We'll see what kind of patterns he gets at Phantom.
Alright, Alpha Spark attempt here by Alexo on the right. Ooh. Was almost a little too high, but it looks like he just got it.
Jake firing a couple of shots into that atomic. Because why not?
Alright, let's see what kind of patterns we get from Phantom. If Lexo were going for X Factor, this would be about the time he would want to turn off Spazer if he's going for depending on what strategy he's going for Red Tower, I guess. But he can do it during the Shine Spark in the ocean. Oh, and he gets eaten by a Vile Plume. Okay, first X Factor, very nice from Jake. Oh, and a fast pattern, this could be over.
Perfect 2-round.
Wow, very good. And meanwhile, a good damage boost from Alexa. Okay. So Jake will have 2 super missiles to collect, and then it's on to the worst room in the game for 100%. Which we affectionately call the Spiky Room of Death. The Room of Spiky Death.
I think many runners have died in that room. At this point, it's no good speculating who's ahead or behind because, I mean, Ice Clip could make a big difference to Jake, and
if Jake gets it first try, it saves him 20 seconds overall, and if he gets it second try, then it's about evened up.
If you play that room safe, it's a 10-second room. If you YOLO, it's a 3-second, I believe, 3.5. Then if you have to load the room again, yeah.
Right.
If you have to load the room again, it's about 3 seconds per door transition.
Huh? You open that door with a
you probably
missile.
get 2 tries.
That's very smart. Jake, what he did is he opened that door on the left. He used a missile. Right now he's got wave beam equipped, which depending on where the sine wave lines up, could actually blow out the floor and keep him from running across there. So shooting a missile goes straight at the door and floor out. That's pretty smart. See if he gets Spiky Room of Death Shine Spark here. So far, so good. Oh, wow.
Nice. You don't see many people
Middle.
going for that method now.
The middle, it's going down the middle?
Yeah. Usually people just deboost through now. That's a very good strat. See how he does here.
Yep, this is a tricky room. Bomb jump's got the on point.
Misses it.
The safe way to do it, I think.
Avoid that fish.
Yeah, the spikes only do, I think, 8 damage when you get with Varisuit, but those fish really hurt. Looks like he's gonna go for the bomb jump again. And makes it.
I can try.
So, very little chance for Jake to die for the rest of the run. Once you get that energy tank, it's smooth sailing.
Yeah. Very little chance of dying now. If you do run out of health before Gauntlet, you can refill at the ship.
Okay, and we have Phantoon coming up for Lexo.
Oh, fast, nice.
Looks like he's Spazer method. Oh no, he's doing missiles. Which should be, I think, 3 rounds. Oh, wow, that Doppler was amazing.
That's 7 shots.
Wow. Someone's been practicing Doppler.
And a mid. Nice patterns. Just a couple of shots and a super. 1 shot and a super it could be. And Phantom will be down.
Throwing a couple extra missiles in there for good measure. The last thing he wants is to go and do an enrage phase.
Playing it safe, that's nice.
Ton of time.
Good Phantom. I believe the fast close is RNG. I don't think anyone's really sure how it works. Sometimes Phantom's eye closes really quickly, sometimes it doesn't.
All I know is
it happens more often on certain patterns.
For example, to happen more often against me.
Yeah. The Aldrich guy Dopplers and the new
Yeah, I just read that. That's great. Yep.
And nil in the reverse attic.
Yeah, if anyone's curious about that comment, if this were any percent, then it would be faster for a person doing the old slower route to actually use Wave Beam and X Factor Phantoon, whereas the new route strat is to Doppler with missiles. So, but how the Doppler works is you space your. If you stutter while you're moving forward and shooting missiles, I think they hit Phantoon a little faster and don't give him a chance to go back into his invisibility phase.
Yeah, you need to shoot at 350 beats per minute, I think it is. 300 and something. There's a video on YouTube showing the exact beats per minute by Super Metroid FTP. That's how I learnt. And yeah, you space your missiles out, and just stuttering allows you to get more missiles in while still moving forward. It's kind of hard to
Spiky Room of Death, very tense, but pressure does not get to Lexo. He gets through very smoothly, hitting the last platform on the Shine Spark, but not taking any damage from those platforms, which is very good because they each do 100 damage.
We'll see lexomatico have an easy time in this room because he has grapple.
Oh, well, so...
Oh, but falls down. I spoke too soon.
That's okay. Jake fell down in this room too, so it's only fair. Okay, and Jake better get off of his tumbler because the statue's dropping him.
Pretty nice health at this point by Jake.
Yeah, it looks like he'll have enough for the gauntlet spark. He may opt not to stop at the ship. Yep. Anytime you see someone doing a shine spark, any kind of wall jump or forward motion they get before initiating the spark saves them that much more health. So
yep,
it's good. And since Jake's got coming up a shine spark that's gonna take away I think 200 health or so.
230-ish.
30, and that's not even counting the shine spark to get up to the power bomb room and criteria.
Yeah. So over 3 tanks is a nice amount to have at the moment.
Looks like the attic spark was a little off.
Be wrong. Nice quick morph out of there before the block respawns by Jake. Lexo going into the robot room here.
Everyone's favorite room. You get to vent your frustration.
You can clip through them if you take damage and the robot's moving forward. If the robot suddenly decides to start moving backwards, it doesn't work, so you've no choice but to shoot it or hope it moves forward again.
Okay, it looks like as long as Jake doesn't take too much damage in the power bomb room, he should almost make it all the way across. Oh no, you said 230, so that would put him at 37
he's got
health.
About 30 to 40 health to spare here.
And he is rewarded with an energy tank, so no worries there.
You could easily deboost out of here, and yep, still have plenty of health.
Actually, it's 230, that's just enough. That'll bring him to 20. Oh no, I don't know how to do math, even though there's math in my name.
230 leaves you with about 30 at the end, 29.
Yeah, it'll be 10 short if it's 230.
The shine spark stops at 29. Should make it no problem here.
Oh.
Yep.
Looks like everyone's math was off.
And collects that E-tank. So from this point forward, it's a lot of item collecting for Jake. He's going to clean up a bit of Brinstar.
Just gotta grab all the items between here and the Meridia tube.
See him come up to Gauntlet. Scariest part of the run.
Yep, setting up very safely here. Not even opting.
Oh no!
That will cost Jake a minute. Wow. Oh no. If he was going for the safe strats and only trying to fast crumble on the blocks that would wouldn't respawn, but if you stopped one short.
So you're not going to see him go around for it now. He will go around, I'm guessing, at the end when he's on his way to G4. And he's going to go down that way.
That will allow him to stop at the ship and check his ammo count too to make sure he's got 100%. So he's got to look on the bright side of things.
Aha, stray ambulance is an emote in here. I love that.
Oh, I missed it. Did Lexo check Facebook or Twitter when he was in the bowling room? Just kidding.
We'll see Jake getting the second gap nicely. You have to jump over the invisible gap here. A smaller time loss if you miss that.
If you do miss it, I was curious if it would be faster after getting the power bombs, would it be faster to go through the top door or go through the bottom area? Now, the bottom area, you have a couple bomb blocks you have to hit, but it saves you a door transition.
Ah.
Since this room actually connects to itself. It's one of the, I believe...
Yeah, I guess the bomb blocks will be quicker.
I don't know, because you have to play down a power bomb, but save the door transition.
Is there not still a transition there?
No, there's no door transition if you go through the bomb blocks at the bottom. The door actually leads to itself, like the pants room in Meridia.
Interesting. Is this the kind of things you learn by doing randos?
It is. I'm always reluctant to go through that door in a door randomizer because sometimes it just bugs the game out. You go through the left side and you come out, instead of coming out the right side of another room, you come out through the left side of the other room and you're stuck in a wall and the camera doesn't pan the right way. Okay, oh, got some fast crumble.
Looks like he's gone. We see Lexo.
Still tough to get back in there. Very nice.
Lexo has plenty of health because he has the extra E-tank from going to Crocomire, so the Gauntlet Spark, no issue for him. Plenty to spare. I'd say they're pretty much even at this point.
Oh, we got the wraparound shot on the first try. Yeah, it's very tough to tell because, for one thing, they're doing different routes. So Jake is ahead by quite a few rooms, but he also has more items to get in Norfair, so that puts Lexo ahead a little bit compared to what you're seeing. And of course, the Gauntlet missile he has to go back for will also give Lexo a little more time to catch up.
Yeah, and that's quite a bit of time it takes to get through there. Lexo playing it safe. Perfect. So Jake getting the spore spawn supers early. Early in inverted commas.
Once again, the runners' PBs, according to the splits they have up on their streams right now, Jake has a 124.25 and Lexo has a 125.48, so 1 minute and 23 seconds apart, with Jake's PB being slightly better.
But we've seen in this tournament a lot of runners have PB'd. And it could be the same for these guys here.
Yep. It looks like actually
plus 20 on his splits and Lexo plus 12.
Interestingly, Lexo having two separate splits for left missiles and right missiles in Gauntlet. I assume he's got the 100 split strat. It's a very good strategy to keep you from forgetting any items. And he avoids the little sneaky pit there. Alright, we're gonna see coming up, Jake's going to lay what seems like a random power bomb, but yep, there it goes. What that does is there's an orange door in the top of this room that he'll have to go through later. By opening it now, it'll save him the lag from the power bomb later. Plus, if he gets reverse slinky, he might not know how to set up the power bomb. Anytime you put a power bomb down, you want as much of the explosion to be off screen as possible.
Closes the gate behind him. See him go for blockbuster here. Shoots too early. The blue suit can open the blocks here. Saves the time it takes for a bomb to explode. Jake will head to Meridian now as Lexo collects the Brinstar power bombs.
Oh. Looks like Lexo will not be saying hi to the Takora.
Quite a difficult short charge coming up for Jake here.
Oh, he's actually looks like he's doing it the easy way. So you can set up that charge to get this is called the Main Street missiles. You need a speed booster, and you need the Shine Spark, it's a speed booster block to get through to them. You can set up a short charge at the bottom of the room, but it is a stutter 3-tap short charge. It's very difficult to do consistently. And but if you go charge up your Shine Spark on that ledge at the top there, makes it quite a bit easier.
We're going to see Lexo now come up to the spot, fires a missile.
Oh.
You'll see him moving back and forward. That's to get the camera scroll in the correct position. There's lots of positions you can do it in, but you need the camera scroll to be correct so that the super just hits the super block just off screen.
There are maybe 3 or 4 people in the speedrunning community that know why that works. Okay, and
not forgetting crab supers. Nice.
Yep, Lexo already finishing the skip of Spore Spawn, whoever that is. The DLC boss that I couldn't afford.
Lexo collecting E-Tank. We'll see Jake come up to a few finicky rooms up here. We've got to collect these beach missiles. Then head up to the watering hole. This room here can be quite difficult to get right both ways. Those little bugs can be quite annoying.
Oh, yeah. There's a nice little mock ball on the way out. You see how the bottom ledge is on the left. So you land on that one tile space with enough speed and do a mock ball, you can save some time there. So I was actually did an item randomizer or a door randomizer yesterday, and I was in this room, the watering hole, and there was a regular missile pack on the left and a super missile pack on the right. I thought that was kind of cute.
Nice.
Okay, oh, looks like he's... Oh, just a little short on that mock ball.
No, I believe he's done for item collecting for the moment. He's going to make a beeline to Botwoon.
Yep, still rocking the wave beam only, so he'll obviously be going for X Factor strats against Botwoon there.
Yep, and we see Lexo done with item collection in Brinstar for the time being.
Some people use an audio cue to get this X Factor on Botwoon, so we'll need some silence from the audience to focus on that. Well, it looks like he's actually doing a visual setup anyway.
X Factor. Good pattern there, just misses one super.
It looked like he missed one of the X... Did he miss one of the X Factors?
Yeah, he must have done, because he needed 2 shots.
Okay, here's an E-Tank that Jake will actually be passing by 3 times, so we'll see which time he decides to actually pick it up. Alright, and he's coming up on a very difficult trick known as a full halfie. I don't know if he's going to go for the full halfie or the half halfie. He's going for the full halfie.
This looks good.
Very impressive. There's a lot that goes into that trick. First you have to open the door from the right spot in the E-Tank room. Then you have to get some very nice tight wall jumps, and then you have to shoot the door open and then ledge grab and then run into the next room and jump in the exact right Y position.
Lexo just collected Main Street missiles into Mama Turtle's room.
Yep. Okay.
Everybody's favourite boss. Dragon.
Mama Turtle? Oh.
Yeah, nice boss, Mama Turtle.
Yep, she's very difficult in RBO runs if you decide to get the E-Tank early.
Does a lot of damage.
It's RBO,
Is it 2
you don't have any
E-Tanks or something?
It's a lot.
Sets up the X Factor. Didn't look like it did too much damage there.
Got some fast. Oh, so sparking into the goops there will cause Dragon to fly away and not take any damage from that one. So he'll have to hope that she plays nice and gives him some more goops. We have Lexo going for Crab Supers. And he says, forget this, I'm just going to pump her with super missiles. Good alternate strategy.
Not a big deal if you're collecting Space Jump.
Yep. Suit quite as much as in any percent new route, which would actually bomb jump up to that door and leave the boss chamber as soon as the door opens.
Alexa now come up to the beach missiles and the watering hole. Bit more item collection, and then we'll see him come up to the same bosses. Missing the one-pull jump. You can actually keep your speed coming out of that door if you do a couple of jumps at the correct point. Base jumping underwater, you can jump every 4 frames, is it? Or 40? 4 and 40, I think it is.
Not sure on the exact number, but if anybody is curious about speedrunning Super Metroid or does speedrun Super Metroid, we actually have a wiki on dnd.net/Super S Metroid. There's a wiki out there. If you just do a search for Super Metroid speedrunning wiki, there's a DND site, and it's got excellent information on it. It gives you everything from how much hit points the bosses have to how much damage everything takes from every source of damage.
Yeah, Becky's posted it there.
Right, is Becky actually posting a link to the wraparound shot? Yep, Deanie D, named after our very own ED, I can only assume. Probably written half the articles on the website. Yeah. And if you happen to run into this guy named Eternized Dragon, also, you just pretty much, he happens to come into your chat while you're running, just ask him any question you can, and he probably has the answer right off the top of his head.
In no less than 2,000 words.
But he speaks at
Pay attention to Jake here, going for the ice clip.
Yep, this is gonna determine. Yep, this is very important. This is gonna determine.
Goes for the
not
quick
very good.
Gets it.
Very first try.
Short 3.5 second room there. Really nice.
Yep, and it's complemented by this 3-minute room, where you have to wait for Shaq Tool to break through the blocks. Not really 3 minutes, but
that
feels like an
Jake
eternity.
ahead now, getting that first try.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely gives him an advantage. Alright, let's see what kind of halfy our Lexo goes for. Oh, he's not. He's gonna still get a halfy, it looks like.
Halfy, yeah.
Yeah, or yep. So he bonked his head on the ceiling before jumping through the door. You want to jump through the door transition. It's very, very little time you even have to get your Shine Spark off there, but a halfy is still a difficult strategy and still gets him through this room relatively quickly.
Yeah, the key to the full halfy is holding jump, I found. It took me the longest time to get it. You need to get as much height as you can with your jumps.
Item fanfare sync. Well, at least on my screen. I guess
Jake exits Springboard. We're going to watch Lexo now take on Dragon.
Okay, let's see which beams he's got equipped. Short charge speed booster strats. He does not have power bombs equipped, and I think he also has Spazer on anyway.
Going for the standard strat he looks. Oh, no X Factor.
Yeah, no X Factor, which it is possible to one-round Dragon without the X Factor, but the X Factor gives you a little bit of safety. Each particle does 300 damage, and you can hit him with at least 3 of them if your timing's very good. But it takes a lot of...
for backup.
Oh, yeah. He does have Grapple Beam, though. He wants to end it now. Going for a Diagonal Spark, get a couple of frames of damage, so...
The most damage you want to do across his head, but it still does damage anywhere on his body, I think.
It looks like he's about finished.
Yeah, a few more missiles, there we go.
Alright, kids, it's dinner time. Come get it.
Yeah, dealing with the plasma room nicely there. I'm gonna do a bit more item collection in Meridia before heading on out. Still has the E-Tank to get, I think. Gonna get it third time round.
Yeah, he should be. He's got 1 fewer than Lexo, and Lexo has the Crocomire E-Tank. So they both still should need to get the Batoon E-Tank.
Even though Jake's ahead at the moment, don't forget he does have to do Gauntlet again, because he missed the missile.
Oh yeah. Hopefully also he remembers to do it.
Yeah.
But I think he's listening in, so... just a friendly reminder for him.
Yeah.
We'll see next time he gets on the elevator, he'll probably comment on it.
Both of them at a similar point right now, but Lexo still has a lot of Meridia to clean up.
Yep, he still has to go get Spring Ball and come through and get both sand pits. Oh, missing a little short charge. Got the Aqueduct missile, does Jake. Jake assures us he's not going to forget to go to Gauntlet. Alright, first sand pit for Lexo, and it'll be the second sand pit. Second sand pit for Jake. And he'll be out of Meridia. Oh, very nice quick drop for Lexo getting out of the sand pit. And a nice damage boost. And having a little trouble with the sinky sand.
Sinky sand.
Yeah.
Do we see Lexo using grapple here?
Yep.
No
this
need
is
for ice clip.
This is what we call the pants room. If you look at a zoomed out picture of the entire room, you'll see that it looks like a pair of pants. And as I mentioned earlier, the door at the bottom is to itself. Door that goes to the room that the door is in. Okay, Lexo. So he's taking a little water break, perhaps. Some people like to practice space jumps. Maybe he's setting up a... Oh, nope, Shack Tool's still digging. Might be setting up a Shack Tool kill here. We'll see. Shack Tool is probably the second most divisive creature on ZBs. The first being the animals, which I guess there are 4 different creatures, but... Shack Tool very divisive on some want to kill him and some want to save him. Thank you for the link to the pants room, Becky.
I have to click on that now. It does look like a pair of pants.
Lexo opting to save the Shack Tool. Could be a free super missile drop he's missing out on.
Yeah, gonna head down now to Norfair. One missile pack to collect. Then he'll head down to Lower Norfair.
Yep, it's got the missile pack in the troll crumbly room. Just as soon as you enter the room, and this is a very awful trick to play on the casual runners. That's why we love Deer Force. So there's a missile pack in the upper left wall here, but all of these little ledges are crumble blocks. So as soon as you enter the room, if you enter with any speed at all, you'll slip onto the crumble blocks. But he does a very nice space jump to get across, and then a very nice damage boost off of that fire frog to get out of the room quickly.
We'll see if he can keep his speed here.
Ah.
Oh. The shot was good. Jumped a little too late. And bonks his head there. That's good though. It gives Lexo a chance to catch up so we can have a nice close race at the end.
Yep. Very good strategy from Jake. But the routes won't actually converge until basically the Zorak room with the 5 Zoraks, the space pirates that look like the Mantis guy. Once they get into that room, then they'll be synced up.
So heading back round Meridia again for the last time. Gonna head down sandpit number 2.
Getting some nice super missile drops from the cack attacks. I believe the purple ones are called cack attacks. Are they? There's 3 different colors for them, but I think they're all the same name.
Yeah.
Or yeah, could be the orange one's a spiky pumpkin, and then the green one's a spiky watermelon, and those ones are spiky eggplants. Okay, I believe we still have to get aqueduct missiles here from Lexo. Will he do a short charge? Nice, gets it first try.
That's yeah.
Jake going for the safe strat across the crumble blocks there. If he falls down there without collecting the missile pack, then that's devastating. He has to go all the way back around to the lower Norfair elevator, putting down a power bomb.
If you hold jump with spring ball equipped, you cannot fall down crumble blocks.
You'll just pop right up.
Frame that you land on them. You'll see him crouch here and get into a spot where GT can't damage him. If you crouch and aim up, you deal double damage here. Each shot hits twice.
Yep, you can aim up by pressing your aim up and aim down buttons simultaneously. That's how you're able to aim up while crouching.
Yeah.
There are a few runners that have an alternate control scheme where they're not able to aim down, which makes the GT fight a little bit more tricky.
Nice spark up there. Quite a difficult shot to hit that super there on the gate. Gonna go back to set the shot charge.
Lexo's having very good quick drops. System for him.
Oh, bonks the first pillar. Luckily you have screw attacks so you can just space jump right through them. Lexo now done with Meridia, heading on down to Norfair.
Okay, let's see if Lexo opts to get the Kraid missiles now, and he does. I feel like it's
triple super entrance had a bit too much speed there.
Yeah, I feel like it would be faster to get the Kraid missiles after leaving Lower Norfair, but then this helps you remember to get them if you get them earlier.
If you enter from Meridia, you can have your speed and quickly enter. If you come from Norfair, you pause on the elevator, so you have to turn and start your speed again. I believe that's the only difference.
Yeah.
You get more running speed into the room.
But at the same time, you have speed going from the mouth opening to the door if you were to get it later.
Yeah, the difference is the speed from the door rather than from the elevator. It's half a room of extra run speed. Entering cred. It's very minor. Nothing that's going to make a difference. Making wastelands here.
Lexo finally getting the ice beam. Very good speedball through the that room. Not sure what that one's called, unfortunately. Kago. He's going for the double, but just like a little too quick on the morph.
See how he deals with the Ninja Pirates here. Using the Spark method. Actually slower than using Plasma, but a lot of runners choose to use it.
It could just be muscle memory from any percent runners.
Yeah, and it's what you're comfortable with too.
Yeah.
If you're consistent with that, there's no reason not to do it.
Very good space jump. He's going to have a lot of speed to get through the pre-Ridley room.
Jade deals with Ridley. We see Lexa collecting the last missile pack before heading to Lower Norfair.
Could very well be ahead right now.
20 shots against Ridley. There's red after 11.
Mm-hmm.
Just tanking all the damage there. Health doesn't matter at this point. He's about to collect Ridley E-Tank. Nice job. Neither Lexor nor Jake going for the chronic boost. Both of them choosing to deboost off the Namahe. Am I getting that right? Flame? I believe that's what they're called.
Yep, Namahe.
Both of them still have a mini boss to defeat. Lexo still has to defeat GT. Jake still has to defeat Crocomire. Oh, and there it is. Namahe. And the short charge from Reverse Wastelands.
Alright, let's see if Lexo goes for the safe strat of spring ball bouncing across the crumble blocks.
Yeah, it looks like it. Morphed early.
I think he even did a little mock ball through the door there. And once again, another good quick drop from him. Ah, he's going for the swag strat, getting the super missiles before the block respawn, but he just missed it. Yeah, I was curious if the two racers will high five, but it looks like probably not, because Jake's already in the Lower Norfair escape. So they could have a chance to high five again with the gauntlet, but I think probably not.
I believe Jake's still slightly ahead. But still, anything could happen. Does Jake remember which side of Gauntlet he needs to go down?
This is another category that really Mother Brain could be a deciding factor and just end a run if you're going for the stand-up glitch, which we'll learn about a little bit more later. But there is a possibility of basically crashing the game, or at least making it freeze for several minutes at the end.
Yeah.
You're going for the quickest strats.
That looked like they were synced then, that one of them's in Mickey Mouse Missile Room and one of them's in Frank Z Missile Room.
Yep, a lot of random missile packs strewn about Lower Norfair and little tucked away corners that are hard to find, which is pretty funny considering at this point in the game, 230 missiles is a ridiculous number to have. Unless Deer Force just wanted to have everything add up to 100, which also makes sense. I would have preferred them put a couple more super missile packs in, but that's okay. We still love them.
The Alexa now coming up to Reverse Wasteland. Not such a hard room in 100%. You've plenty of health, you screw attack. This room can be devastating any percent.
Yeah, I believe this is also on Jake's screen that's lava, so having Gravity Suit actually negates the damage from lava.
Yep. Missing the Kago.
Yep.
See how Alexa deals with the Ninja Pirates? Sorry.
Kago is a trick similar to the Mock Ball. In execution, it's similar to a Mock Ball where you want to morph right when you land on an enemy or a door. Or not a door, but an enemy. Those spiky platforms are actually considered enemies by the game engine, so if you morph ball in the same frame just about that you land on them, you fall right through them, and they will do 50 damage to you with Gravity Suit, but that's plenty of energy to spare, especially in a 100% run. The reason we call them Kagos is because it was a trick that we as the Super Metroid community, I had nothing to do with it personally, but the community first discovered that you were able to quick drop through, and the enemies called Kagos, they look like little cages, and bees come out of them when you shoot them, and they're first encounter them in the Mushroom Kingdom in Purple not Purple Prince Star. Purple Criteria. Okay. Oh, we forgot the seizure warning.
Shot. Crocomire using plasma deals damage every frame, so Crocomire just walks right back into the lava.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, it looks like Jake's capture card is going 30 FPS, so there wasn't a lot of flashing.
Lexa deals with Ridley nicely. See Jake pausing there a bit. That's to avoid the lag of Crocomire dying. He waits at the right side of the room for Crocomire to die before he moves across.
Yep, and this is another room with a wraparound shot, so he'll want to Shine Spark across to get the power bomb pack.
Yep, hold a charge, angle up, and hug the right wall, and you can wrap around.
Bonks into the door jam. Not sure. Do we not have the hour count on Lexo's clock there?
Yep.
Oh, he's going for a blue ball to get out of there, but
laser power bomb. Nice.
Well, he'll need the power bomb eventually. This is one of my favorite spring ball strats coming up for Lexo. Boop! You just pop right out of there. You don't need to put a bomb down. Okay, Jake grabbing grapple beam, and this was another portion of this area where having space jump really benefits him. Yeah, not having to go for the Indiana Jones strat.
Oh, the restream cuts the timer off.
If Feasel is listening, he might be able to fix it, but just know that no, Lexo is not in Lower Norfair at 9 minutes. There's an hour added to that.
So we see Jake quite a bit ahead now. He's had no problems with ice clip. Nothing to really slow him down. The gauntlet should put him back about 30 seconds. I'm just picking a random number here.
The gauntlet got to be more than 30 seconds. He's got...
He can do a short charge and get through it.
But the door won't be open.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he'll have space jump to get through, so it'll be faster, but even just... He'll have the door transition to the landing site, door transition into Gauntlet 1, and then into Gauntlet 2, and then into the... Well, the missile room's not an extra. Although, I guess those aren't all extra door transitions, so it could be okay.
I guess we'll find out. I could be wrong.
Yeah, and he does have space jump and screw attack, so he doesn't necessarily have to shine spark through Gauntlet anyway. Which actually is why he's opting to go back and get it later, as opposed to having gone back as soon as he missed them.
Yeah, it was wise to leave it to the end here. Letting go of jump there stops your speed. You want to always be holding a directional button or jump. You keep speed.
Comes, oh, never mind. I was thinking he's got screw attack and space jump to get to the X-ray, but so will Lexa, so it's not really a difference in the routes. Let's see what strat he has to get through the X-ray room.
And we'll see if he uses item cancel or item select as a preference. If he uses item select, you'll see him X-ray randomly certain rooms.
Yep. Using screw attack to blast through that wall. Yeah, unfortunately no spark suit.
Lexa already dealt with Crocomire, so he's just going to head on up to Brinstar.
He's already gotten the Kraid missiles as well. Oh, missed the reverse slinky. So close. Okay. Jake entering back into Brinstar, the back way.
I don't think reverse slinky saves a lot of time, but you gain bonus points for swag.
Yeah. I think he basically just, you get a bonus -5 to your time just for getting it.
Yeah.
Kind of like how you get a 5-minute penalty for killing Shack Tool.
And I hope all 4 runners go for it at AGDQ.
Oh, they're gonna go for it.
Synchronized reverse slinkies.
So who's? I was trying to remember who's running at AGDQ. I know Wild Anaconda and Behemoth are in. Is Ivan?
Ivan.
What? That was. Did you see that?
Yes, the power bomb doesn't always. There's gaps in the power bomb.
I've never seen that.
It's kind of hard to explain. There's a video showing where they had 100 blocks, 100% block rounding Samus, and he lays a power bomb.
Jake unconventionally taking the "but wait, there's more" missiles before getting the ones on the pedestal. So we call those the Billy Mays missiles because there's the one on the pedestal, and then "but wait, there's more." There's another missile pack in there, but he got the "but wait, there's more" missiles first. Kind of interesting. So yeah, sorry about that. So the power bomb. Normally you'd want to blow up all those blue blocks and just enough to get up that chimney. Oh, it gets the wraparound shot. Get the blue ball through construction zone.
It's a nice knock ball there. Get cleaned up blue green star.
Good old mother brain shine spark there.
Just a super pack and a missile pack to go.
If anybody's not played the original Metroid on NES, then you might not realize this, but all these rooms, once you come down to the elevator in the Blue Brinstar, all the rooms in Blue Brinstar are actually based on a set of rooms in the original NES Metroid game. And that energy tank is actually in the ceiling there in the original Metroid. Interestingly, I think you actually need the ice beam to get them in the original Metroid, but in this one, you have a number of ways to get it, even with just high jump boots. You can jump.
Failing to freeze one of the... I've got to guess the enemy name again now. Puyo or something? Boyan? It's one of those.
I think bouillon is correct, or at least that's what I heard someone else say, because I was thinking of like bouillons you put in your soup. That's probably, and they kind of look like bouillons, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they're named after.
And Jake collecting the last missile pack now, or is it? Because he has to go around.
This is the quote final missile.
Yeah.
It's the final missiles.
Because he has to go around.
I'm sorry, I'll stop.
Ooh, almost got the mock ball out of there. It's really hard to get.
Who is winning? That is an excellent question. Lexo does still have 3 items to get. He's got the mother brain missiles.
Backtracking to get. We'll see how he deals with this. He could just jump up and skew attack through them.
Oh, very good shine spark from Lexo. Nailed it.
He's refilling.
He's refilling. He's going to check his item count. He's looking for 225. He'll hit 230 once he gets his final missiles. 50 super missiles and 50 power bombs. Looks good. Okay.
Nice time loss there to even out the race for us.
Yep, and he looks like he is actually going to shine spark across here. I didn't
he's
see if he opened the door.
He hasn't.
I would have. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not as good as this guy, so what he's doing is probably smart. But I was thinking maybe just to jump right up there. Oh, he got grabbed by the ceiling yapping maul, and he froze him. So he showed him. But fortunately, also for Jake, once he grabs this last missile pack and gauntlet, he'll be right on his way to the G4 room. But
there's Jake is still ahead here.
Yeah, Jake is definitely still ahead, I would say. But I would also say there's a very good chance that they will both be in the golden statue room at the same time.
Goes down the correct side.
I was getting a little nervous there. I didn't know if he would accidentally go down the left side, which would almost certainly put Lexo in the lead.
Oh, yeah. They're highly entertaining for us, though.
Yeah.
Into G4 now. About 30 seconds between them. Maybe more than that.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's see if Lexo can get into the statue room before the statues start falling into the ground. Shaking. Oh, you missed the jump. Nah, he was loading the room right as the statues start to descend into the water.
Baby Skip could make or break this for them.
Yep, or even a better. I don't know. If one of them soft locks on the stand-up glitch, obviously that would decide it.
Yeah.
Okay, Jake now turning off Various Suit and Screw Attack. Screw Attack will set up an ice clip in the final room. known as a Zebetite skip. Zebetites being the little lava lamps that block you in the Mother Brain room. And also that's the screw attack. He also turns off Various Suit, which sets up a stand-up glitch, which allows him to damage Mother Brain during a time where you normally wouldn't be able to move.
Nice quick Metroid Room 1.
Yeah, he did get grabbed, but he was not deterred. He still moved through quickly. Good grouping stress for right by the door.
Item cancel here.
Yep. This is 100% a tricky run. If you're used to pressing item select to cycle through your items to turn your missiles off, then you get into trouble. If you're holding in the dash button, you'll actually stop moving completely when you use the X-ray scope. Oh, Jake coming up on a tough boss. Oh, he did it. He got through the Dust Teresa without any trouble. Full ammo. Indeed.
If he misses this could even them up.
Well, then Lexo would have to nail it.
Yeah.
Good so far on the baby skip. He's might have to shoot out that platform. It's kind of oh no! Did he get grabbed? No.
Oh, he did.
Wow. Oh no!
I didn't notice that.
Oh.
But he now has to save and reset.
That be a deciding factor. It's so close right now. So what happened there was Jake was skipping the cutscene of the baby grabbing him. The baby grabbed him before he made it through the door, and doing that makes him move slowly as if the Metroid was still attached to him. The only way you can clear it is by saving the game and resetting.
You can't actually finish the game like that in slow motion. I recommend it. It's good fun, but not what you do in a race.
Not in a race, yeah. Okay, but unfortunately Lexo missed the baby skip and now has to refill.
Almost refills the missiles.
That would have cost him a little time. But Jake's still a couple of rooms ahead. Oh, having a little difficulty with the Zebetite glitch. Looks like he's just going to reset the room. Sometimes the easiest thing to do, rather than trying to restart with configuration of ranked that you're not used to, is just to reset the room. Nails it first try when he comes back through. Oh wow, and that... Oh boy, that actually... That having to reset the room actually gave Lexo time to catch up. They are both on Mother Brain 1 simultaneously. That was nuts.
Oh no, fails to jump in. Tries to grapple Mother Brain. Oh, this might have cost.
This is another seizure warning here. The transition from MB1 to MB2. Yeah. But what they're looking to have is they want 7 pink squares when they get hit by the rainbow beam. Even just
when it's used to damage themselves down early, like Lexo did there. But the ketchup can actually do, is it 4 E-tanks worth of damage if you get hit at the right point?
Yeah, I maybe 3. I think the most it does 100 damage per hit, but each shot I think can hit up to 3 times. Okay, Jake already up to Rainbow Beam, and Lexo soon to follow. Both of them going for stand-up glitch. Even if one of them has a slightly better stand-up where they get off an extra 3 or 4 shots, might be a determining factor.
Jake using X-ray there to stop getting stuck.
Our closest race so far, I believe, was a 2-second difference. And it looks like these guys are trying to break that record.
That's a good point by Stravaris. Lexo's stream is off by a second.
Oh. That's true. Lexo is behind another 1 more second than it appears he is.
This could be one of the closest races. I believe the second closest is about 18 seconds.
Oh, they beat my 29-second record. Long Neck Turtle and I had the original closest race at 29 seconds, but I actually commentated a race last week that was 2 seconds apart. That was exciting. This is a sure good show as well.
So here, what you want to see is Mother Brain hitting every onion ring. The baby Metroid needs to refill your health fully, and Mother Brain needs to hit you with a certain amount of onion rings to trigger Mother Brain 3, the third phase.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looked like 9, maybe 10 shots. I couldn't tell if that 10th one hit. Oh, definitely. Oh no. So
Lexo there.
Lexo definitely had a better stand-up, but then he accidentally used X-ray, which paused the game for a second. Okay, we'll see if Jake decides to save the animals now and get an automatic disqualification. Could cost him the race too.
I don't think either of them are going to save.
He's not going to have the iframes through the door. He didn't open the door fast enough, but he saw that, so he actually avoids the wall jump on the left. Meanwhile, Lexo nailing it.
Who's to noticing?
Oh no! Well.
Oh, falls down. That could be the end of it.
Looks like Jake will have time to save the animals now.
This is Jake's race now.
Definitely see the nerves coming off of both runners. It's a very intense game to play alone, let alone in a race.
See Jake come up on the ship, finishing in first place with an official SRL time of 1:26.40. GG to him, and we'll see Lexo.
Wow. Did you just predict the future? Because that was an 18-second difference. Lexo finishing in second place with a time of 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 58 seconds. A mere 18 seconds apart. Wow.
That was hugely entertaining by both runners there.
Okay, now the only thing left to do is to watch the credits and make sure both players have 100%. Jake did stop at the ship toward the end.
We know Jake does because he refilled for us.
Unless he somehow missed a reserve tank.
A good point.
Okay, well thank you very much to both runners first of all. We wouldn't have a race if it weren't for runners. Thank you to jakef1891 and to lexomatico. Make sure you give both of the runners a follow. Thank you, Farrell. Yep, give both of the runners a follow. Everybody's been working hard to do their best to have a good tournament. Everybody's been showing up. It's been awesome. Thank you also to my co-host, Farrell5X.
Thank you to Cross Product.
Thank you to all of you viewers as well. You're the reason we do this. Keep you guys entertained. Not really.
Showing we do it anyway. A nice close race with 2 different routes.
Yeah, that too. Yep. I believe this is it for Super Metroid tonight. Last I checked the schedule. Yep.
Oh, I've got it open here.
Yeah, I'm looking at the schedule right now. This is the final race of the Super Metroid Winter 100% tournament for tonight. The next one on the schedule is tomorrow night, same bat time, possibly same bat channel at 6 p.m. It'll either be right here on twitch.tv/speedgaming or it could be on twitch.tv/speedrunslive, depending on how the schedules line up. Make sure you give both channels a follow to catch all of the exciting Super Metroid action.
But if you're a fan of Metroid, there is a zero mission race coming up, I believe.
Oh.
On Speed Gaming. Right after this at 8 o'clock. More Metroid coming up for you.
Alrighty. Everybody get your deer forces ready. Alright, looks like we're, alright, deer force. Sure we get 100% from Jake over here. Gotta flip the hair first. Oh. Alright, we got the deer force flashing. And confirmed 100% from Jake. Congratulations on the victory. And Lexo got his item count coming up here. Also 100%. Very nice. Congratulations on lexomatico for a very well fought race. GG to both runners. Thank you again for watching. Thank you to the runners, and thank you, Farrell. And
thank you.
Thanks to all the admins in the 100% tournament. Thank you to Speedruns Live and Speed Gaming for giving us a medium to broadcast the races.
Thank you to my mom and my dad. And
so stay tuned if you'd like to see Metroid Fusion. Tune in tomorrow night at 6 p.m. for the next 100% Super Metroid tournament race. And see you next matchup.
See you later, guys.